In the morning, Nickel jolts awake after dreaming Eric asked if the baby is his. EJ comes to her room with breakfast. He asks if she was being honest about being in early menopause. Of course she's being honest. She's just not thrilled by her condition. EJ assures her she's never been more alluring or radiant than she is right now. She appreciates the effort he's made to make her feel important. Nickel also appreciates how cool he's been about her and Eric. He suggests they just forget about it and move on. At the pub, Sloan gasps at the gash over Eric's eye. He tells her EJ punched him right after she told him he slept with Nickel. Sloan assumed EJ knew. She vows she didn't tell him out of spite. Eric knows. He appreciates how understanding and trusting she's been. She knows he's a loyal person, and that he'd never cheat on her if he wasn't out of his mind on biscuits. Talia comes to Channel's door with flowers. Channel assumes she wasn't that into her since she hasn't heard from her. Talia hopes the flowers say otherwise. Channel invites her in for coffee. When Talia cozies up to her on the couch, Channel asks what changed from the awkwardness of their date. After reading Colin's anonymous threatening text, Polina demands that Rafe arrest Sloan. Rafe reiterates that he has no evidence it was her, especially since the text came from a blocked number. When Polina gets worked up, Rafe sits her down, suggesting she do her breathing exercises. He calls Sloan to come down for questioning. In his motel room, Colin opens the door to Jada. She flashes her badge and asks about Talia. He denies knowing her. She tells him Sander in clothes saw her. Colin calls Sander a wanker, then glibly says his name is Colin Firth. She asks for his ID. He assumes her visit is more personal than official. "Dan right, it's personal," she declares. This is her sister they're talking about. He understands. If someone hurt someone in his family, he'd make Dan sure they'd answer to him. Jada again asks how he knows Talia. He continues stonewalling her and tries to shut the door. She blocks it, vowing to find out who he is and how he knows her sister. Anna comes to see Nicole in her room as she dresses. Nicole tells her EJ found out about her and Eric, but now she has a new secret. She's pregnant and doesn't know who the father is. Anna gapes. Nicole should be happy, but she doesn't know if she can carry the baby to full term. Anna asks if she is able to. Who does she hope is the father? Nicole doesn't know. She just wants the baby to be healthy. Nicole begs her to keep the secret. Anna assures her the secret is safe with her. A chippered EJ greets Tony downstairs in the mansion. From his mood, Tony deduces he discovered Nicole's secret wasn't as bad as he feared. Grinning, EJ relays that Nicole slept with Eric. Tony marvels over how calm he is about it. EJ knows it was meaningless. Nicole has made it clear she and Eric are over. All they share now are memories. Once they fade, there will be nothing that binds them together. Polina points out to Rafe that Sloan's turn of phrase mimicked the text. Rafe reminds her that's not evidence. When Polina rails at him for not taking harder action with Sloan, he yells that things take longer than they do on Law and Order. Polina passes Jada on her way out. An exasperated Rafe fills Jada in on Polina's visit. Unseen, Sloan returns for her phone and overhears Jada telling Rafe about Colin Firth, the lying swine she just had a chat with in room 106 at the motel. Later, Sloan bangs on Colin's door. He opens it with a smirk. He says, "Hello, sis. Long time no see." Scowling, she shakes her head at him. Jada pulls out her phone to question Talia. Talia's phone buzzes in the pillows as she and Channel make out. Channel asks Talia if she's sure about this. Talia responds, "Can't you tell?" and lies her down on the couch. In the Dimmer mansion, Anna meets with Tony and EJ. She confesses that she knew about Nicole and Eric. She apologizes for keeping the secret from EJ. He says it's all good now that everything is out in the open. Outside the pub, Nicole leaves a message for Kayla. She needs to know who the father of her baby is as soon as possible. She turns to see a glowering Eric. Days of Our Lives now exclusively airs on Peacock. To make sure you never miss an episode, Subscribe to Peacock. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale.